right, we're going to start up. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Kyle Troy. I am the biologist here at the Marine Education Center. For those of you guys that have been watching, you haven't been in here for a while, so today we're going to do an in-house little mini lesson. Today we're going to be talking about dolphins, turtles, and sharks. So these are a lot of the animals that come into the Long Island Sound. And again, for those of you that are new who out there or have been here, who out there can tell me what the Long Island Sound body of water is. Let's see. And the comments do come in a little slow, so answer at home to any questions that I give you with your friends or family and write them in, and I'll get to them late if they come in a little slow. So who out there can tell me what the Long Island Sound is, what we've been talking about? So the Marine Education Center, where I am, is located on the Long Island Sound. The Long Island Sound is a body of water called an estuary. It's a big word, but it's brackish water, so it's salt and fresh water. And who, again, out there can tell me what the saltwater source over here would be? What's that ocean over here? What's it called? So the ocean over here is the Atlantic Ocean, and then our freshwater source in Mamaroneck is the Mamaroneck River right here outside the door. So it's brackish water. So a lot of the animals here, and especially today that we're talking about, are migratory. So that means that they come in and out during different seasons. So a lot of the birds you won't see, that you see in the summer, you won't see in the winter. Some of the winter birds you won't see in the summer because they each like their own weather climate. So the animals today, like turtles, dolphins, and whales, and sharks, not whales today, sharks that come into the Long Island Sound are migratory or just wander in as they're moving north or south. But I wanted to bring you around because a big part of our lesson today is the food chain. So the food chain is how everybody eats. I'm going to turn you around and just give you a small little tour of our center here. So a lot of the animals that you see here are what some of the animals that we are talking about today eat. So down there you see our lobsters hiding, and in the back you can kind of see our eel. So my eel there is about 2.5 feet long. Very big. We got our snappers. So snappers are baby blues. And then if you could see this guy, he's a flatfish. A lot of people think he's a fish laying down, but he's a flatfish. That's a fluke or a summer flounder. And these are our sea robins. And these big guys are our blackfish. There's a lot of fish that come in and out of the sound. These are our striped bass. And we have another fluke here. You see him? Just his eyes. His eyes are there. So today we're talking about this. So this is our food chain, and one of the animals that we're talking about today is this guy. Let's see if anyone can tell me what that is. I mean, my great picture, you should know. You see that? Who can tell me out there what that is? Again, the comments come in a little slow, so answer at home. So this is one of the big animals we're going to be talking about today. This is an apex predator, a top predator. It is our shark. So yes, there are sharks that come into the Long Island Sound. The main sharks that are in the Long Island Sound are our dusky smooth dogfish, our tiger shark, sand tiger shark. But some of the sharks that come in that you wouldn't think they wander in are these two. So we have this guy, our hammerhead. We have mako sharks that come in, thresher sharks. and blue sharks. So those are 4 that kind of wander in. Bull sharks will wander in. Great whites are tagged right off of Long Island Sound. So tagged means they like to track where they're going. Big great whites, one of the best sharks in the world. A lot of people are scared of them. I like to say that you're more likely to get hit by a coconut than you are to get bitten by a shark, but you always want to be careful, obviously. So these are our 2 big sharks of the Long Island Sound that wander in, but most of the sharks here are very smaller, don't bother you. So they're at the top of the food chain. And then what do you think they eat? I know my drawing is really nice, but what do you think they eat? Martine, good question. Some are dangerous, like our bull shark. Tiger sharks are dangerous, but the ones that come into the sound and close to the shore are not. Those are our dogfish, which don't bite. They kind of stay to themselves. Great whites usually bite because they think you're this guy. So great whites like this guy. Who could tell me great white's favorite food? If you could tell what that picture is, or if you know. So sharks eat a lot of different things. Some sharks eat this. So yes, this is an animal. This is just its shell now. Type of whelk. See snail. So it's a conch. So some sharks eat those, and some sharks eat these. And these are seals. They like their seals. So a couple of the seals that are around here in the Atlantic Ocean are your gray seal, your harbor seal, and you'll see them come into Long Island Sound too. They like that colder weather. So they're right there on the food chain. And then our seals eat our smaller fish, and some of our smaller fish eat this. And we'll talk about this another day, but who can tell me what you think that those tiny things in the water that you can't see are? They're at the bottom of the food chain. We've talked about them before, but let's see if anybody remembers at home. So those are our plankton. So again, some of our sharks eat the seals eat the fish eat the plankton. So another thing sharks eat sometimes, like our bull sharks, are this. Can anyone tell me what kind of turtle this is? And these are all animals that come into the Long Island Sound that we're talking about today. They don't live here, but they come in, they wander in. If you're wandering around on a boat or your paddleboard, your kayak with your friends or family, you might see these guys, but you also see another turtle that lives closer to the freshwater. That's a snapping turtle. That's a freshwater turtle. So this is a green turtle. So does anyone, I don't know if anybody out there will know, why are they called the green turtle? So green turtles look green. Some people think that's why they're called green turtles. Most have a brownish or olive shell, but underneath that shell is fat that looks green because they eat, what do you think they eat that makes them look green? Let's see if anybody can guess out there. You could answer at home or with your friends or family and then write in. They just come in a little slow. So that fat layer underneath their shell is green because they like to eat plants. Green stuff. They like to eat plants. So green turtles are very important. They live to about nice amber. Yes, seaweed. Seaweed. They like to eat algae. So very important, but they are threatened, which means there's not a lot left, but a lot of people are taking a lot of care into getting them back. So green turtles wander in, and leatherbacks wander in, Kemp's Ridley. These are all sea turtles. How long do sea turtles live, do we think? Let's see if anyone can tell me. So most sea turtles live to about 70 or 80 years. Long time. And a lot of sea turtles, so the green turtle likes to eat our algae. But then some of our turtles like to eat jellyfish. Some like to eat crabs. Let's see if we can see one of our crabs here. It's our spider crab. So sea turtles like to eat a lot of things. And then another big animal that we're talking about is this guy. Who can tell me what this is? Let's see. So the Long Island Sound is home to a lot of animals, but the animals that I'm giving you a little talk about today just wander in, usually during the summer. The sharks come all different times, but the dolphins and the turtles usually come in the spring and summer. And there was a pod of dolphins, that's what a group of dolphins is called, was seen just a couple weeks ago right outside the harbor here. So most dolphins swim in pods. They could be hundreds of them. This pod was only about 6 or 7. So this is the most prevalent dolphin that comes into the Long Island Sound, and this is a bottlenose dolphin. So bottlenose dolphins come into the Long Island Sound. So bottlenose dolphins are cool. They're a mammal. That means they're just like us, kinda. Very smart. And they have this thing up here. Can anyone tell me what that is? Let's see if anyone at home knows what that is. So the comments come in slow, so you could answer with your friends or family and then write in. And if you have any questions that come in late, I'll answer them when we're done. So that's a blowhole. So that's how they breathe. Breathe in and out. So these come into the Long Island Sound, and they are cool because they communicate very well, but they also use something called echolocation. So that's how they find their food. They squeak, kinda, it hits off something, and they can see if it's on them, like the fish. Very cool. So we're gonna go back over here before we go. So all these animals are very important to our food chain. Very important to the food chain. So our food chain, that's what everything does for us. So there's top predators, and then there's our tiny predators. So our sea turtles eat those jellyfish that are considered those. If anyone at home can tell me what those little guys are again. So those are our plankton. Sea turtles love the plankton, but some of our big sharks here, like our sea turtles, they also like dolphins. And dolphins eat our fish, like the snappers they'll eat, or the bunker. They like the snappers, or bunker. And then our bunker like the plankton. So everything keeps each other in check. And there's our spider crab, our green crab back there, and our spider crab right here. So some turtles like to eat that. So everything's very important in the food chain. Some people are scared of sharks, but sharks are extremely important to our food chain. So an apex predator, there's no natural predator. So they're at the top of the food chain. They keep everything in line. So we need them around. So that's our lesson for today. So remember, at home, sharks are very important. A lot of us are scared of them. Just be careful in the water, but we need them around. And thank you for joining me. This is Marine Mondays, so I'll be here every Monday at the Marine Education Center, or we're going to be in the field showing you guys some stuff. of the Long Island Sound. Again, the Long Island Sound is right here outside the Marine Education Center in Mamaroneck, New York, and all throughout New York and Connecticut. But right outside the door here, and if you guys want to come down, I run programs every week, and we talk about a lot of different things, including some of the stuff that we talked about today, and you guys can check out the tanks. There's a lot of animals that come in and out, and sea stars in the tanks. So everyone enjoy your Monday. Thank you for joining me. Again, my name's Kyle Troy. I'm the biologist here at the Marine Education Center, and I will see you guys next Monday. All right, bye.